Hi, thank you for using Execurita's output watermark. In this video, I will teach you how to insert a watermark when printing a document. The policy server is set not to print watermarks when printing PDFs or XPSs. However, it is set to print watermarks even when printing PDFs and XPSs for testing. To do this, uncheck the Apply button of PDFs and XPSs on the screen and click the Save button to save the policy. After saving the policy, it is applied in about 1 minute to the agent program. This setting will be explained in detail later in this video. Now, let's look at the Output Watermark policy. Click the Manage Policy Output Watermark menu to display the default policy. Let's look at the first policy. The policy screen is comprised as follows. First is related to the log. This will be explained next. The following is related to text watermark. You can specify the text and position, color, font size, and transparency to be printed here. In addition, if you click the Meta Text button and select the contents that change every time, such as date, document name, and user information, you can print it as a watermark. Text watermarks can be registered to up to 4 groups. The following is the watermark part of the image. You can also register up to 4 image watermarks. The following is the QR code registration section. Just enter the text you want. Of course, you can select the date and document name by clicking the Meta Text button. After changing the policy, click the Save button to save the policy. Now, let's print the Word document as a PDF in the agent. If you look at the printed document, you can see that the text watermark, image watermark, and QR code are printed as watermarks. Let's print the PowerPoint document to XPS. If you look at the printed document, you can see the text watermark, image watermark, and QR code are printed as watermarks. You can view the output log by clicking the Log Management Output Watermark Log menu in the policy server. Now, let's see how to disable watermark printing for a specific document, printer, or process. This screen is displayed by clicking the System Configuration, System Exception, Output Watermark Exception menu in that order. On this screen, you can enter the document name, printer name, process, etc. for which the watermark will not be printed. First, if you want the watermark not to be printed when printing to XPS, select Printer from Category and enter XPS. Of course, you need to check the Apply checkbox. Now, click the Add New button to register a new item. To prevent the watermark from being printed for documents that include the word sales in the document name, select Document Name in Category and enter Sales to be excluded. If you want the watermark not to print when printing with the Notepad program, select Program from Category and enter Notepad.exe. Now, click the Save button to save the policy. Let's print a Word document called MyDoc with XPS. When printing to XPS, you can see that the watermark is not printed. Let's print a Word document with the word sales in the file name as a PDF. You can see that the watermark is not printed for documents with the word sales in the document title. Let's print a document as a PDF with the Notepad program. When printing with the Notepad program, you can see that the watermark is not printed. If you look at the output watermark log on the policy server screen, you can see that policy is written in the NoWM column. This means that the document was printed without a watermark. Since the document name, printer name, and process name is in the log data, you can see if the watermark is not printed for some reason. In the policy screen, we will explain the contents related to the log. Selecting this means that the watermark will be printed when printing the document. Selecting this means that the output log will be obtained regardless of the watermark when printing the document. If you select this item on the policy screen, the end user can print a number of times set by the user without the watermark. This item is available only when the user is logged on to Active Directory or single sign-on. After selecting this, click the Save button to save the policy. End users can now select the Disable Output Watermark menu on the tray. This menu is displayed only when a selection is made in the policy server. Here, we assume that the user inputs 3 times. Now, the user can print documents up to 3 times without a watermark from now on. Now, let's print the Word document to PDF. You can see that the watermark was not printed. When this user prints a document, the watermark is not printed for 3 prints. When this user prints the 4th time, you can see that the watermark is printed. Now, let's look at the policy server's log screen. In this case, it is displayed as user in the NoWM column, and the user is set to not print the watermark. We hope this helps you protect your data by using various options when printing watermarks. Thank you for watching the video.